This film is an unauthorized exploration into the life of Bashar Jackson, known by his stage name Pop Smoke. The perspectives presented in this film are independently gathered and do not represent the official views or endorsements of Pop Smoke, Victor Worldwide, Republic Records, nor his estate or any associated parties.
But my name on the street when I was a kid was Smoke or Guwap. Homeboys didn't want to call me Papa, so they called me Pop, and they just mixed the pop with the smoke.
You bugging, you just pulled out your crates in front of me. What's wrong with you? Throw your case, right? Are you dumb?
Get cracking. Look.
Oh no, talking about move this, move that.
Y'all niggas is now move, nigga. Straight like that, nigga. Check in.
After that, Pop Smoke was on his way to Paris. Pop Smoke's trip to Paris was marked as a pivotal moment for his career and his personal journey. Despite never having traveled internationally before, he found himself sitting front row at the prestigious fashion events, rubbing shoulders with icons like Quavo and Virgil.
So when they came, I'm like, come on, man, let's go. That's what y'all here for.
Is the person who did...
I can't talk to you anymore. I can't talk to you anymore. Just
Okay.
come here.
Do you know what to do?
No.
Okay, then listen to me. I'm going to tell you how to help this person.
The internet felt disgusted after the news of the 20-year-old now only getting 4 years for the Pop Smoke's. Not only that, while serving his time, the now 20-year-old was seen on Instagram Live and also went viral on the internet for posting pictures of him eating Pizza Hut.
I mean, now that we know where it came from, I'm mad they got locked up.
Oh, you don't want him locked up? You want him on the street?
They crashed my life in just 4 years. I was so in shock. This is impossible.
You see Pop Smoke, that was one of my favorites, man. I like that, man. I swear to God, I really like it. I love this shit, man. I fell in love with the at that point. I fell in love with that nigga. I was like, yo, it's like, what's the matter? Yo, I like this, man.
Bashar Jackson was born July 20th of 1999 in Brooklyn, New York, to a Panamanian mother, Audrey Jackson, and Jamaican father, Greg Jackson. He did attend 9 different high schools while growing up in the Canarsie neighborhood of Brooklyn. He played the African drums at his local church and sang in the choir. He was expelled in the 8th grade for bringing a weapon to school and spent 2 years on house arrest after being charged with possession of a weapon. Around that same time is when he went viral on the internet. This time, it wasn't for doing something good. Now, sometime around the age of 13 to 14 years old, he was embarrassed as he was confronted by rivals. Some say the young men in the video were gang members of the Bloods, and Pop Smoke was a Crip affiliate. The clip, it shows Pop Smoke being slapped, and then he would eventually walk off in embarrassment. Now, full video on Patreon of the entire event. That video went viral at the time and had millions of views on blog sites, and it didn't help that Pop Smoke didn't retaliate in the video at the time. Coming from where he came from in Canarsie, Brooklyn, it was an unwritten rule that you always would retaliate no matter how many people outnumbered you. Now, this event will absolutely be a staple point in Pop Smoke's life.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, pick it up. Pick it up.
Nah. Now y'all gotta chill. Now y'all gotta chill. Now y'all bugging.
You bugging, you just pulled out your crates in front of me. What's wrong with you?
Throw your case, right? Throw your case.
Are you dumb? What's wrong with you, my nigga?
Yo, Chappelle.
Give me
Chappelle. Yo, it's crazy. Yeah, take it. Yo, it's crazy. Yeah, take his crazy.
Yo, cuz, grip up, cuz. C40, I grip. I'm in the 40s, holla at me.
Bloody be out here mobbing on Junction, violating these little
Nigga, you know what's coming.
He even dropped lyrics about the incident. Niggas tried to slap me up, so now I'm raising hell. That song was on PTSD. And that's exactly what Pop Smoke did around 5 to 6 years later after that viral incident. The two Bloods who slapped Pop Smoke on camera, one going by the name of Kiki Gray. Kiki died after a confrontation with some plainclothes officers when he was shot 7 times. So Pop Smoke couldn't get his lick back with that particular guy. But the other guy that slapped him on camera, he met his match one random night at a 7-Eleven gas station. Pop and his entourage coincidentally were in the same store with that same guy who disrespected him for the world to see. This night is when Pop Smoke got his revenge. The incident was posted on Pop Smoke's page, in which the video lasted around 3 minutes of straight fight, straight beatdown. Now throughout those 3 minutes, Pop Smoke and his entourage put hands and feet on this guy, beat him from inside of the store and drug him outside of that store. Now throughout the video, Pop Smoke kept asking the guy, did he remember him? And he kept asking him, do you know who I am?
Look.
But that's on our Patreon. The full entire video of that fight is 3 minutes long. In no shape or form do we encourage violence, but this was the reality of Pop Smoke's life. Revenge after 7 years of reflection. Now during an interview with the New York Times newspaper, Pop Smoke spoke about the incident more in detail. I've realized it was time to boss up. Life ain't sweet. He did. Now 7 years later after the video was filmed, Pop Smoke uploaded his first video to YouTube, which has now been deleted. It was titled Pop Smoke Smacks an Op Chappelle. Now the description read, Pop Smoke catches blood that smacked him when he was a kid. Now tables turn and Pop Smoke shows the blood member how you're supposed to Chappelle somebody. Probably impossible to verify the actual Chappelle recipient here, but the video definitely shows Pop Smoke standing in line at a store before reaching around the customer in front of him and smacking him in the face and the man falling to the ground. While still a youth in Brooklyn, Pop Smoke was heavily involved in sports. He started playing basketball as a point guard and shooting guard. He was recruited to Philadelphia to enroll at the Rock Top Academy. He was later forced to leave after being diagnosed with a heart murmur. Pop Smoke turned to the street life even more, and this go around it was full time. Now at the age of just 16 years old, he was driving a BMW 5 Series. Pop Smoke explained during an interview with the LA Leakers that coming from the hood, there are only 3 options to survive. And to make it out of there, you either have to rap, play ball, or sell drugs. Pop said that he did all of them and he was good at it. Boy, he even had the name of Pop Smoke. He went by the nickname of Smoke O Guapo. But then it changed when his friends changed the name to Pop Smoke.
But my name on the street when I was a kid was Smoke O Guapo. Homeboys didn't want to call me Papa, so they called me Pop, and they just mixed the Pop with the smoke.
Pop Smoke's music career actually started by accident. During a studio session in 2018 with a friend by the name of Jay Guapo, Guapo fell asleep because he was too high on drugs. Having been paid for the studio session, Pop Smoke took advantage and went and picked up the mic and started to rap for the first time. He started making remixes to popular songs within the Brooklyn drill scene by looking up beats on YouTube. One of these beats would end up being Pop Smoke's first song, and it was called NPR, which was a release to Chef G's Panic 3. NPR gained a lot of streams and views in the first few days. In January of 2019, he released Flexin', and after that, his music and popularity skyrocketed. Now, he became friends with Rico Beats, an acquaintance of Steven Victor. Steven is the owner of Victor Victor Worldwide, which is an umbrella under the Universal Music Group. The three set up an interview, and in April of 2019, Pop Smoke signed to Victor Victor Worldwide for an undisclosed amount. Days after, on April 23rd of 2019, Pop Smoke released his breakout single, Welcome to the Party, which was produced by 808 Mello. 2 remixes of the song were later recorded, featuring Nicki Minaj, and the other featuring Skepta. Pop Smoke released his debut mixtape, Meet the Woo, on July 26th of 2019.
I'm the Woo.
Explain this. Woo. What? I mean,
Woo?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's just a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You drive big cars, getting money.
Got you.
Okay.
If you flossing, Woo.
Now, the woo had a deeper meaning than what Pop Smoke was explaining in the interviews. Woo is often associated with individuals who identify or belong to certain neighborhoods, primarily in Brooklyn, such as Canarsie and Flatbush. The term woo originated from the sound of a police siren and is used as a sign or a greeting among members of the group. Woo members typically had a sense of camaraderie and loyalty to the neighborhood or crew. The Woo movement gained predominance through music, especially in the drill scene, where artists like Pop Smoke and other Brooklyn rappers referenced in lyrics and music videos. Now, the opposite of Woo was the Chews. Chews is another fraction or group within the certain New York City neighborhoods, primarily associated with areas in the Bronx. Similar to Woo, Chews also originated from a sound, in this case, the sound of a weapon cocking. Now, Chew members often had their own set of affiliations, codes, and rivalries, which could lead to other conflicts with the rival Woo members and other groups. The term Chews has also been referenced in music videos, particularly in drill music and other genres that portray elements of street culture and urban life.
Hey, it's a lot of riding going on. It's a lot of riding. Y'all niggas is now Woo. It's straight like that, man. Check in. Hey, you just got me f***ed up. I'm going live, man.
Oh, no.
Talking about woo this, woo that. Tune that.
Apex, you good?
Nah.
I can do it, but not well. Time?
I think you should tie him.
Tie him, right?
Tie one and unlace the other one. Just so you know which one is what. But hey, you niggas talking about stupid punch. Talking about some woo this, woo that. Someone tell this dumb head. Stop f***ing talking about me. Dead ass. If you know, you don't know what woo is. If you know what woo is, you wouldn't be talking like talking about this created. Talking about he say woo. Yo, if you know who's that, you would know he ain't start woo. He not even woo. You understand? Bugged out. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. I keep telling you, keep your name out my. Yo, keep it out your mouth, bro.
From October to December of 2019, Pop Smoke would release a plethora of singles, including War with Lil TJ, 100K on a Coupe with Cowboy, and on December 27th of 2019, Pop Smoke appeared on Travis Scott's collaboration album with the song Gotti, which featured a music video. Gotti debuted and peaked at number 69 on the US Billboard Hot 100, giving Pop Smoke his first Hot 100 appearance. With Pop Smoke's newfound success came a lot of undocumented street beefs, but one publicized beef was with fellow Brooklyn rapper Casanova out of Flatbush, Brooklyn. The beef between Pop Smoke and Casanova allegedly started after Pop Smoke claimed to be the king of New York and sent a diss directly towards the fellow Brooklyn rapper Casanova. Pop Smoke posted to his Instagram saying, "Y'all old niggas better pack it up. This ain't no trashing Nova shit. No scary L shit. Y'all know the woos run the city. Hashtag straight shit. Hashtag woo shit. Double OG shit. Clover G's, or a plethora of rest in peace to fallen homies." Now, before anything could happen in the streets between Casanova and Pop Smoke, they had a sit-down dinner like bosses. They sat down and they settled their differences. Being that Casanova was older than Pop Smoke by almost a decade, the two sat down and surprisingly seen eye to eye and did not feed into the negativity. One week after, on July 16th of 2020, Pop Smoke released Christopher Walken. On February 7th, 2020, he released his second mixtape, Meet the Woo 2, with features from Quavo, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Fabio Foreign, and Lil TJ. After that, Pop Smoke was on his way to Paris. Pop Smoke's trip to Paris was marked as a pivotal moment for his career and his personal journey. Despite never having traveled internationally before, he found himself sitting front row at the prestigious fashion events, rubbing shoulders with icons like Quavo and Virgil. The trip symbolized his rapid rise to fame in the rap world and his growing influence beyond Brooklyn's drill scene music. Pop Smoke's dress and style already drew people towards him. His interactions with designers and his superstar aura had people hooked in Paris. Leaving Paris with his newfound mind frame of being the next hip-hop superstar, Pop flew directly into trouble, literally. He was arrested at the JFK airport upon his return from the Paris Fashion Week. The rapper was accused of stealing a $375,000 Rolls Royce, in which he had borrowed for a music video he had shot previously in California. Authorities alleged that he arranged for the stolen car to be transported to New York City and even posted a photo on social media posing with the vehicle. Pop Smoke pled not guilty to the charges of interstate transportation of a stolen vehicle and was released on a $250,000 bond. The arrest and legal proceedings hinted at the complexities of Pop Smoke's life beyond the spotlight, setting the stage for the events that would unfold just days after this arrest, leading up to that terrible trip in Los Angeles, California. Pop Smoke landed in Los Angeles on Monday evening for a 5-day work trip that would include studio time and meeting with other artists. The 20-year-old New York rapper then began sharing posts on social media that were followed by thousands of people. The last day that Pop Smoke got to see alive, him and friend Michael posted several pictures on social media, including one which showed the actual home address the pair was staying, in which you can see the background of those photos. Harmless to a fan scrolling on social media looking for inspiration, you got to see Pop Smoke wearing designer Louis Vuitton, holding stacks of cash in front of a Range Rover, and when you got to scroll on the Instagram story, you can see Pop Smoke getting personal gifts from Mike Amiri himself. But all of those photos and videos, it showed the address where the pair was staying.
Cut.
Now, celebrities are known to post locations or pictures usually after they left that location. It was a minor mistake that Pop Smoke did, but this minor mistake will cost his life. After a day of preparing for the week, Pop Smoke posted several other videos of himself in the kitchen getting a haircut. He also posted a selfie that showed the background, including the pool and the infamous Hollywood Hills view. And that's all the criminals needed to set the plan in motion. Pop Smoke and friend Mike went to the studio in that area. They went to the East West Studios on Sunset Boulevard. While at the studio, it was 4 people that we know of. It was Pop Smoke, his friend Mike, Diddy's son Christian Combs, and the last person to see Pop Smoke alive, Amelia Rose. Now, according to Christian Combs, during an interview, it was a regular night for him and Pop Smoke, being that they worked together previously before. But while Pop Smoke and his entourage was at the studio making music, the robbery plan was in motion. Here are excerpts from the actual police report of what went down. Now, after seeing Pop Smoke's Instagram post of the bag that revealed the address, the teen and some friends hatched a plan to rob Jackson of his thick gold link Cuban and diamond-studded watch, according to the detective. Now, at 2 a.m., a black BMW rolled past the house that Pop Smoke was renting in the Hollywood Hills. The driver circled around and stopped. A security cam across the street captured a passenger getting out and sneaking towards the back of the house before returning a few minutes later. The car sped off. Upon leaving the studio, Pop Smoke decided to offer Amelia Rose more entertainment at his Airbnb, and she decided to come. After a night at the East West Studios in Hollywood, California, Pop Smoke climbed into a white Range Rover with his childhood friend Mike and Amelia Rose in the passenger, a woman he met the night before, and for a short drive back to the house, Pop Smoke and Rose went upstairs to the master bedroom and Mike went to a room down the hall. This is what the detective Christian Carasso testified. And then as far as the robbers, they returned 2 hours later, and again a car pulled up, a different car this time, an Infiniti sedan with its headlights turned off. This time 4 people emerged and slipped into the shadows along the side of the house. Being that Pop Smoke and his company were on the second floor, the suspects made entry via the balcony and went straight for Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke being alone in the shower without protection, and his friend Mikey in the next room by himself. When Pop Smoke put up a fight, the boy said he whipped the rapper 3 times in the back with a knife. The teenagers said that he made off with only the watch, which they sold for only $2,000. Pop Smoke's friend was awakened by the sound of the first shot. He went onto the wraparound balcony, peeled through a sliding glass into Pop Smoke's room. He ran downstairs and saw Rose next to Jackson's body screaming. He called 911 and started chest compressions on his friend.
Do we have anything? Hello, this is the fire department. They're not talking. Hello?
Hello.
This is the
fire department.
This fire department's on the line, sir. What is? Give me your. Hello. Hello. PD, what are your numbers?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them to wait for LAPD. All right. Okay, I'll send them. Yeah, me too. I'll get it going. Thanks. Hello. Hello. Hello, it's the fire department. I know, but you're not talking. We're already on their way. Give me your.
Yes.
Okay, units are already en route. Is the person who did.
I can't talk to you anymore. I can't talk to you anymore. Just
Okay.
come here.
Do you know what to do?
No.
Okay, then listen to me. I'm going to tell you how to help this person.
I'm listening.
Okay, now listen. The person.
Just got here.
Okay.
No.
All right. Now, how many?
Yo, this.
Okay.
Come here.
Listen. Get it. Are you in a safe place, sir?
Yeah, I don't know.
Unknown. Okay. They're on their way.
I'm gonna sit down with
10 minutes later, 3 men ran back into the camera's frame. The footage showed the 4th man walking out the front door with a purse and a weapon in his hand. Inside, the musician lay sprawled at the foot of the staircase, dying from a wound to the chest. At 5:15, about an hour after the incident, an internet search of a Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust was made, and just before 8 a.m., the user searched Breaking News LA and checked KABC TV Channel 7's Breaking News page. TMZ first reported the rapper's passing earlier that morning. Now, rumors almost immediately at the time started to point fingers in many different directions. Some say Pop Smoke's friend set him up, while others say that female he was with set him up. Now, the female went to her Instagram and she tried to point the finger at the friend, Mike. She says, "Mike, you are so fake. I'm sure you were involved with what happened. Your reaction and everything you did that night was so weird. When we were on our way home, you were so nervous. You were texting someone the whole time. When we got home, you were talking to someone on the phone. Maybe you will ever tell the truth. Who is the black woman who did the setup? Who were the people involved in this? You know everything. I saw everything. When Pop was talking to someone on the phone, you went out to look out the window. I remember how you looked out the window and wrote to someone. It is from the window that you can see the stairs along they climb to the second floor. 2 rooms overlooked the balcony, and I wonder how they knew which room to go to. I'm sure, Mike, that was you who would have gave them that information. How did they know we had no weapons or security? You saw them and did nothing. You had a chance to save us, but you did nothing. All of these 2 years, I wanted to tell you that I hate you. You ruined my life with all of these people. A few minutes before the incident, you went outside and turned the alarm on. Maybe that's how you gave them the signal. Prison is waiting for you, and it's inevitable. Detectives are sure that someone from inside the house was in control of the situation. Tell everyone the truth. This was an inside job. Tell all of his friends who else was involved in his because they are now still free. Fake person, I hate you. You thought I would be silent. I'm not going to be silent anymore. I'll still never forgive you for all the words you said to me that night. Hitmaker, who is also known as Young Bird, he insinuated that the girl that he was messing with was the same girl that Pop was with his last night. The autopsy report says that Pop Smoke at the time of his passing was 5:12 a.m. and they was still alive for around 45 minutes. Now, according to the report, they say he had a left incision performed on him, and this incision was between the ribs to get access to his lungs and other organs. Now, February 24th, the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner Coroner revealed that the cause of Pop Smoke's death was a wound to the torso. Investigators believe that the house was a target for home invasions following a string of robberies that took place at homes rented by the musicians. The LAPD first considered that Pop Smoke's passing was gang-related, being that he was tied to the Crips. It was also suspected that the suspects were gang-affiliated. The LAPD later believed his passing just a coincidence of a home robbery gone wrong. His body was later transferred back east to New York for his burial. Pop Smoke was laid to rest March 5th of 2020. His funeral procession in Brooklyn was a bittersweet moment, drawing thousands of fans who gathered to pay their respects to the late rapper. The procession featured a solemn yet celebratory atmosphere as fans fled the streets of Brooklyn, particularly in the Canarsie neighborhood, to bid their final farewells. The carriage and hearse, pulled by 2 horses and adored by white curtains, carried Pop Smoke's casket visible through the glass. As it made its way through the streets, the presence of 50 Cent's Lamborghini in the procession added a notable touch, though 50 himself wasn't behind the wheel. Pop Smoke's mom, acknowledgement of the crowd was met by loud cheers and fans chanting "Woo" in homage to the rapper's "Meet the Woo" catchphrase as the casket passed by.
Woo, baby!
Woo back, baby! Mommy! Mommy!
The same month of March was supposed to be the start of Pop Smoke's world tour, with several dates already sold out before he died. 4 months after, on July of 2020, 4 suspects were arrested. Among them, Corey Walker and Keandre Rogers. Both adults faced charges with special circumstances alleging to the killing occurred during a robbery and burglary, potentially subjecting them to the death penalty. The complaint suggested the gang ties were involved. Additionally, 2 other teenagers, both aged 17 and 15, were arrested and were charged in juvenile court.
I mean, now that we know where it came from, I'm mad they got locked up.
Oh, you don't want him locked up? You want him on the street?
One of the 4 men was charged with the passing of Pop Smoke. He was charged as the actual trigger man during the robbery at that Hollywood Hills mansion. He pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter. The now 20-year-old man, who was 15 when the occurred, also pled guilty in an Inglewood juvenile court to the home invasion robbery. He was sentenced to only 4 years and 2 months in a juvenile facility. The internet felt disgusted after the news of the 20-year-old now only getting 4 years for the Pop Smoke's. Not only that, while serving his time, the now 20-year-old was seen on Instagram Live and also went viral on the internet for posting pictures of him eating Pizza Hut and looking unfazed. He was on Instagram Live with another co-defendant from Pop Smoke's case in another jail talking to each other on Instagram Live.
Jail cell look like Jupiter. That's some Obies, man. Yeah. What's the deal, man? What you doing, bro?
Chilling. Hot.
Yeah, you got me.
In the room and shit.
You hear me?
No shit.
You good, though?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Hey, try to give me a charger, bro.
What type?
iPhone.
Alright, give me like 2 days.
Word.
Bro, I told you I got you, bro. You gotta. I already told you. That. Dang, I ain't serious. What? Easy.
What's the deal? Nah. That's an infant.
I'm West Side.
And I like how you stole a water bag too. I was gonna take to my room.
Nah, it work out.
I've been doing that too. You know,
you small compared to me.
The man who pulled the trigger, his brother, speaks out a lot about his younger brother and how he feels like he's being blackballed after the news came out that his own brother was the one responsible for Pop Smoke's passing. During an interview with Say Cheese, he spoke about his brother faking, saying that he was okay, but knowing he really wasn't.
A lot of people ask you about your brother and the Pop Smoke situation.
I don't know, man. We just got like way he act like he thugging it out type shit. Like I don't know. He try to act like he like thugging it on the phone, but I know it's really hurting him type. God know it's a lot going on for him. He just act like he thugging it out. So.
Also, on a No Jumper interview, the brother says that his brother was 15 years old at the time and he really didn't know what he was doing.
So was that your little brother with that clip that went viral? I think he had a phone in the county.
I hope not. He was 14 or 15 at this time. I mean, he wasn't fully aware of what he was doing type.
The girl who was with Pop Smoke reacted to the shooter only getting 4 years in jail.
I'm so mad, I swear. After all what I have, he just have 4 years. This was not robbery. They kill us. Everything was so fast. They didn't ask about money, and he just have 4 years. How I can feel safe in LA after 4 years? This is so crazy. I feel so upset. This is so huge pain, and he will just have 4 years after all this shit. I'm trying to I can't believe. It's make me feel super sad. They take his life. They crash my life in just 4 years. I'm so in shock. This is impossible. I have hysterical. What pain I have, and he have just 4 years. This is so crazy. I can't believe what I. How it's possible? We all have our life, our dreams, and then boom, and you don't have your life. No dreams. No nothing. and then this person will be in jail just for years. Your life, it's nothing.
Now, as of making this documentary, the suspect and the trigger man is now free and is roaming the streets of LA. Now, the same month these people were caught, Pop Smoke released his debut album, commercially. The album was officially released July 3rd of 2020, as fellow rapper 50 Cent was the executive producer of the album, reaching #1 in several countries including the Billboard 200. All 19 songs on the album were charted on the Billboard's Hot 100, with For the Night featuring Lil Baby and Da Baby debuting and peaking at #6, giving Pop Smoke his first top 10 hit in the United States.
Where you going next? You see Pop Smoke, that was one of my favorites, man. I like that nigga. I swear to God, I really like that nigga, man. I met him, we was talking, and I was like, yo, I'm watching him, right? This nigga keep playing with his phone. Like, you know, these little play with their phone all the time, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, right? I'm going, what the fuck he keep playing with his phone for, right? I'm in a meeting. I swear to God, it's really what happened, man. The nigga Smoke come to see me, right? He go, yo, they sitting in there, him and his man, right? He go, yo, look, he on the phone. He like, yo, what you say? He go, he looking at his phone. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this little nigga? I'm like, yo, hold up. I get up, cause I'm trying to see what the fuck is he doing, right, with his phone. Like, he keep looking at his phone. I swear to God, he was writing what I said down. He was writing it down. I looked, I said, oh, shit. See, it's a difference between copying you. That's not copying. That's not copying. He never copied one thing from me. He just looked at it. He saw what was good in it. It influenced him, and he was doing his own thing with it. I love this shit, man. I fell in love with the nigga at that point. I fell in love with that nigga. I was like, yo, it's like, what's the matter? Yo, I like this shit, man. I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, what else? I didn't even know how. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, he was sitting there, he was writing it. He was writing down what I was saying. So I'm like, I'm thinking, this is not paying attention. And he was like, nah, this whatever 50's saying, I gotta pay attention to this. And it just come from, you know, the music. You know, when you listen to the music, I don't saw gangster shit, man. They're not even gonna figure out what's going on. Cause in the house, they're not gonna be running their mouth, and the whole shit is fucked up, man. I know it's fucked up, but it's gangster.
On July 20th of 2020, this would have been his 21st birthday. They released a deluxe edition of the album, which featured 15 new commercial tracks. After his life was taken, his family announced the creation of Shooting for the Stars, a foundation launched by Pop Smoke, which would aim to help inspire inner-city youth, giving them a platform that helps achieve goals amidst living and growing up in difficult circumstances. After his passing, several murals were created in Canarsie.
Now I gotta pop.